least I had told who was the only one.
Uh-oh.
But it's too late. It's too late.
Alright guys, well this is the second video in the Real Talk series, and just trying to bring you more of what you've been asking for, even though nobody asked for this. I'm bringing it anyway. Yeah, so let's just jump into it. How's your experience with guys? Like, so, you know, we've gone out a lot together, and you know, I've always said, and I believe that it's attitude, and you know, we have a really good chemistry when we go out, and I think we even like different types of guys, so we don't have to worry about going after the same dude. I'm going after some skinny, scrawny dude with no muscles, and you're talking to black guys. So false. That is not true. What? Every time I see you, you're talking to a black guy. That is so true. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Helios. I don't know. There's all black people in here. yeah.
We're talking about an all-American bar there. But let's just talk about how I don't approach guys. I don't approach guys to talk to them.
Oh, I do?
No. 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 But okay.
I don't know. I feel like when we go out, we're
not looking
equally.
for it. We're not looking for it. I feel like when you're going to look, some girls go to look for it. Some girls
y'all know y'all are thirsty, honey. Y'all showed up already speaking 17 Korean phrases, talking about where's your chiffon.
Sarang! Sarang! I feel like that's just a vibe that people pick up on because we're not going to look for anyone in particular, and yeah, I just feel like it's a good vibe that you and I give off, that we're just there to have fun. And if you go off, you find a guy, I'm not gonna creep behind you. I'm not that
moper.
Yeah, I'm not.
So would you say that we've been out together, have you seen some guys walk right by me and just go up to you repeatedly, because here's this white girl here. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but I don't know if I should say this on camera. We'll still have a friendship after I say this. There's an expression here amongst the Korean guys. It's called riding the white horse. She's like, ah. And it's just the fact of meeting a white girl, that high standard of being seen with a white girl. It's the crown, you know. So basically what I'm asking you is when we go out, do you feel like some guys are where it at? Trying to ride. Have you noticed that? And you can be honest.
And I know. And before the cameras turned on, Kelly says, you know what? It's okay. You can be honest. I am 100% being honest right now. That I feel like the guys beeline to Kelly. I feel like the guys beeline. Really? And yeah, she gets stopped. Because I feel like I get stopped in the club.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I mean, it's nice. It is. And I mean, it's nice. It's a nice compliment. Yeah. But like your friend said too in his video, you get stopped.
I have to get mom.
She gets noticed.
The thing is,
everywhere.
What about that guy you stole from me?
Okay, I knew she was gonna say that. I probably could have mouthed those words. I swear. Oh my!
It was coming. I was waiting.
Let's talk about that night, Kelly. Shall we? Let's talk about how we go for different guys. All right. So let's talk about it.
She stole a guy from me.
She introduced me.
It was on accident.
You were walking with one Korean boy. He was carrying her purse. That is standard couple, girlfriend, boyfriend, right there. Yep. So Kelly decides to introduce me to her boyfriend's friend.
He wasn't not my boyfriend.
I thought I was being a good friend by keeping her boyfriend's friend by just being good company. And then all of a sudden, this girl drops.
Soon as he gets up to go to the bathroom,
there's been a mistake. You've got my man. I said, what? You introduced me to him. I thought I was just being a good friend by keeping your boyfriend's friend company. I wasn't even interested in the guy. He wasn't my type. He was Kelly's type. You go for different types.
Yeah, glasses and a sweater. Totally my type. You wear a sweater in the club, call me.
It's funny because I thought the guy she was with was cute.
Yeah, that's funny.
And he was carrying her purse.
What would you say, like, how have Korean guys treated you?
Well, I would say that, again, what's very different is when you meet them, the starting conversation. Like I was telling you before, I'm a very sarcastic person. Like, I like the initial flirting, I like to banter, I like to have that fun, flirty conversation, bantering back and forth, that kind of stuff. It's very factual here. It's very to the point. It's very, where are you from? How old are you? How old are you is a very important question.
Yes.
I did not realize how important age was.
It's so annoying.
Oh, age is such an important factor here. It's like number 1 or number 2 in their questions. Yeah. How old are you?
And number 1 being, do you live alone? And let me tell you something. If that's the first question coming out their mouth, do you live alone? A, delete, control, alt, delete. Seriously, because they only want one. Okay, go on.
So the conversation's very different, but it's also, I want to be your Korean boyfriend. Yes. I want to be your Korean boyfriend. Oh, just like that? All right, so it's official right now? Right now, so we're Korean. No, I don't work that way. So I guess for me, I never really took any of them up on that opportunity. It doesn't matter what country you live in, you're going to run into these gems here and there. You're gonna
I was like, gems? That's that sarcasm you were talking about. I'm like, gems? What you talking about?
So you're gonna have to weed out
you're gonna have to kiss
the frogs before you get the prince. Doesn't matter what country you live in, so.
I feel like I've been lucky. I've met some nice guys. I met some guys that I've liked, and
she's gotten poetry slammed in front of her.
Really?
Well, initially the one guy who was smitten with you.
Who was that?
The one guy that didn't turn out so well.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know what it is with me and old guys, but our experiences have been like night and day.
Yeah.
She tells me about this gorgeous guy that just completely took her breath away on the subway, that walked by her and then turned around and just could not leave her sight without getting her phone number. I had some guy following me after we saw a scary movie. Some guy following me in an alley on my way. Yeah, the exact same night. I told her, I was like, mark this one for the video of different experiences. I had some guy following me in the alley just wanting to take me out. And I said, right now? Yes. Drinks. Oppa, honey. Bedtime.
Yeah. No. All right. Do you feel like you get special privileges here in Korea because you're white? I'm hitting her with questions that are not on this paper. Don't be nervous. On my Tumblr, there's some, people that I follow, and they're like, yeah, we got hooked up at the bar. We got drinks, and we got free food. We got to cut in line, and I'm asking her these questions because I already know the answer because, we're friends, and we talk about these kind of things, and to me, Laura's like a gorgeous girl, you know what I'm saying? Like a super beautiful girl, and you're gonna think, because she's like a white girl, and, she's super gorgeous, that she's getting privileges up the ass. But has that happened to you? Have you felt like you've been getting privileges?
No. And I don't know. It's weird. It's funny because coming to Korea, it's true. I've never been made out to feel like the other person.
Yeah. Now, I can say that I feel like being honest, I feel like I've gotten privilege now because I'm an American, and I feel like I've had a lot of things happen to me that I've told you about, and you're like, that never happens to me.
See? Like I said, I feel like we've had this conversation over and over again, and I've been honest with you. You've told me about all these stories, and man, growing up, I've never had those experiences or these stories.
And it could be because of the area where we live in. See, I live in Gimpo, which is you know, it's a 30-minute bus ride. It's not really, it's a 30-minute bus ride to Hongdae, which is kind of like the young, hip, like town part of Korea, university, and maybe it's like a 15-minute bus rides kind of into Seoul. So, but I work in the country, like, there ain't no black people where I work. There's Southeast Asians, and if, you know, if any of you guys know about how Southeast Asians are looked at by Koreans, they're not looked favorably upon. So, yeah, so I feel like I'm always getting like special privileges in treatment, and I know that I am. Like, you know, like just little things that I see and notice. It could be acts of kindness, just kindness, but you know, when I talk to other people, they're like, well, that never happened to me. But it could be because I live in the country and there's not a lot of foreign people here, and by foreign I mean American. And by foreign I mean black. But you know what I mean? And you live in the big city, so they're probably used to seeing you all the time.
And everyone experiences it differently.
And you've even had some pretty crappy things happen to you here.
I don't know, it's just little things that seem so much bigger over here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, you're made out. Sometimes I just felt really incompetent, and I struggled with it because I'm not an incompetent person. I'm not a dumb person, but being at school, dealing with an all-Korean computer.
That is so annoying.
The littlest things, having to go up and ask for help with the computer. And
I'm sorry. Why isn't Microsoft Office in English? You know you got the foreign teachers coming. You know how many PowerPoints I have accidentally
and I told that the kids are there. You're the reason why the kids are going to the school. Well, the school's not made out for me. Like
yeah,
I know. So it's just those little things where, I mean, it's just tough.
Yeah.
It's the greatest experience in the world because, like I said, Korea has thickened my skin.
To wrap this up, your experience here as a white girl and my experience here as a black girl, I feel like I came out on top, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But like, I feel like our experiences haven't been too different. And, you know, I feel like she's gotten the short end of the stick on a lot of things we didn't talk about, like her job and how she was first treated when she got here, and how her coworkers treated her versus how my coworkers treated me, you know, which was night and day. And then even with just like kind of like guy experiences too, like even that's been kind of different. And I know this doesn't go for everybody, but I just think, you know, as I said before, me being just a little bit more of maybe an optimist than a realist, I think really it is your mindset. And I know you've had a positive outlook on a lot of things, and things are real. Like, stuff is going to hit the fan, and that is your experience that you have. You've had some negative experiences. You've had times where people didn't treat you as kindly as maybe you would have liked to, you know, at your job or whatever. But I feel like when I say your makeup of your mind is how you take that experience and how you view it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already happened. You can't change it. How are you going to view it? You know, in what kind of light to try and make it positive, to find the silver lining and learn from it.
See, I came to Korea wanting something different. I came to Korea looking for that change in my life, looking for something different.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to let these little things bring me down or ruin the experience that I was looking for.
We talked about when we first met. We have to tell our story of how we first met. Man, we were going to those meetups, meetup.com, meetup after meetup, trying to
gems.
trying to find friends. When we first got here, we didn't have any friends, and lo and behold, please tell the story.
Because I had been to these meetups and I was just meeting gem after gem after gem after time and after time. And I was starting to lose hope because it's so hard.
That was like on my last
I was
meetup.
being told after, like, person after person after person. Because with Koreans, it was almost an exchange. It was it was like a transaction. They wanted to be your friend, but they wanted you to teach them English. I come from a strong group of friends back home, and so it was just adding to the adjustments here, being like, oh, I don't know anyone, I don't have any friends, and I'm in a foreign country, and oh God, what else is gonna happen? Like, so I go to this meetup right on time, so I'm the loser at the bar with 2 other people at
and
the
trust
bar.
me, I strolled in mad fashionably late. I was on CP time, fashion time, Hogwarts time, like.
Oh no, I was one of the first ones at the bar, just hanging with Gunn. I don't know if I should have said that name. God. And Kelly told me afterwards that, I guess when she showed up diva fashionably late, that she was spotting us from the bar where I had been sitting for at least probably an hour.
She was talking to the hottest dude in the bar. He was tall, skinny, dressed so. Oh my gosh, he was fine.
That's probably the only guy we've ever just agreed with.
He was fine. I saw him and I was like, dang, that snack got him first. So I'm standing behind them waiting to get my drink. Fine Korean had walked away. And right as he was like about to walk away, well, he hadn't walked away yet, I was thinking, should I go chase after that guy? He's really hot. I should strike up a conversation with him. But then I saw her and I was like, dang, she's really hot too. And I was just like, she could be like a cool person. Like, she reminds me of somebody I'll kick it with back home. So I was like, who should I go after? This fine honey over here, or should I try and make a new girlfriend? So he walked off, and then
this fine honey over here is fine Korean.
So he walked off, and I ended up talking to you, and then like honestly, it was like one of the best decisions that I ever made. Yeah,
I'm gonna miss Kelly so much.